Welcome back to this Let's Play of the original official campaign of Neverwinter Nights 2. Last time we picked up a quest to go find out what happened to the head of a garrison, and, well, you know, we're just here in the graveyard, smashing undead, because smashing undead is what we do. And, yeah, one of these guys dropped a war mace. One of the disadvantages to the greatsword is that it's not very effective against skeletons, so I'm switching over to the... I mean, they call it a war mace. It's really just, it's a big club. And, you know, for a barbarian half-orc, maybe that's a good, you know, thing, even though most of my levels are still in wizard. I still have one more wizard level to go before I can start taking Eldritch Knight. But in the short term, it's wizard smash! Assuming we can't actually get that close. Oh, that wasn't that hard.
Yes.
Oh, hey. A little bit of an ambush here. Now, I had... Kelgar is using the Bone Phoenix, obviously, but I'm having Eleni use her Club +1 just so I have... Again, I'm using a blunt weapon, which is more effective against these. Nishka, on the other hand, is just going to be pretty useless with a bow, but that's okay. Mostly I just don't want her getting killed, which is what she's doing, of course. And I'll have to heal up after this. And Kelgar's doing most of the work, but, you know, Wizard Smash is doing a little bit of it, right? Now, if you wanted to, you could also just pull that lever and kill them all instantly, but I didn't want to, so... We're gonna have to heal up before we continue. Clearly, this is not a very big area, but clearly our princess is in another castle. Random scroll of Animate Dead, which is actually a wizard spell, so it's not useless.
I am listening.
I'm gonna need a couple more levels before I can learn it. Just using mass vigor there to try and heal people out a little bit.
How can I help?
And there's a couple more traps in this area. You all automatically... Well, I don't know, automatically. I guess it would be hard to... Oh. Great. The bloodlust of the AI got it killed again. Well, not killed, but... because the AI doesn't really think about, oh yeah, there's a trap there, I shouldn't go charging in. It always just goes charging straight in, even when there's an obvious trap in the way.
Yes. Who's for a fight? Come on.
I don't know. There's some things that sort of basics of intelligence that were left off of the AI.
Let us press the attack.
It's not incredibly stupid, but well, they really could have done better. Especially because the way, well, partially it's just the way these dungeons are set up. It's like they're set up to take advantage of the stupidity of the AI, which maybe isn't great from a design perspective. If you're gonna have flaws in a game, you should probably try and build around them instead of focusing on making sure that they're as prominent as possible.
I am listening. Bonaparte. Everybody, follow me. Bonaparte.
And I forget what this light hammer is. I think it's actually a better weapon than just, you know, like a basic club. I think it does extra lightning damage or something. We'll have to save and wait for an identify spell to actually get use of it, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to use it because it's a martial weapon, and the only people I have who are using martial weapons are using much better things. Mostly because it's a forced one-handed weapon. Some weapons you can use as two-handed, even though they're one-handed weapons. That Morning Star that Kelgar is using is an obvious example. Longswords are sort of another option, though honestly, between being a specialist on a longsword and using a greatsword, it's about the same. So it's not like you really get all that much from being able to equip them two-handed. It's just if you have a magical weapon like that Morning Star, it's not as useless as it should be. Alright, well, that was kind of a pointless side area. But, we'll head back out, and I guess our princess is in the other castle. So, I'm gonna jump out, heal up, and meet you at the entrance to the other one. So, the place we just went in was the left crypt. Let's try the right one now. Hopefully this won't take that long. I usually edit out most of the load screens, but this one shouldn't be that long. And, you know, I might as well use some of these spells I've got at my disposal. 17 AC is not exactly stunning, but it, you know, gets the job done. And since I'm ignoring the first 5 damage from every attack on these guys, meh, you know, I'm not doing too badly. I think Kelgar is still getting most of the work done here.
Yes.
Now, eventually, I'm going to leave Nishka out of the party, and I'm not going to have... She's the only real rogue you have, and, you know, she's not awful, but she's also not particularly powerful as rogues go. So,
Yeah?
you know,
Something you want?
I'll just be using the knock spell, or in some cases, I will find a chime of opening, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And that'll probably be where I'm casting most of the knock,
Everybody
because,
follow
well,
me.
there's only so many level 2 spells I can memorize. And there are actually a couple other level 2s that are rather important, like Mirror Image, which would be nice if I knew it, but actually, Spectral... what is this? Ghostly Visage is more useful in kind of the short term, because it doesn't... well, it doesn't just absorb a set number of hits, and at low levels, the set number of hits is actually fairly low. Yeah, we got a little bit of a log jam in here. And once again, I think I sort of showed this trick with my Storm of Zahir Let's Play, but if you have an animal companion that's injured, you can just unsummon it and resummon it for a free heal. There's also a spell that'll actually, you know, automatically heal your animal companion. And I guess if you cast a lot of buffs on your animal companion, it might be worthwhile, but I'm not particularly interested. That's a Mithril Morningstar, which Mithril is a great material for for armor, but for weapons it does almost nothing, and it's really too bad. But oh well, waste of perfectly good Mithril as far as I'm concerned. Yay. If you have...
Everyone, follow me.
Come on.
I don't have it memorized right now, but if you have the spell Gust of Wind, you can actually dispel those little clouds. They usually dissipate fairly quickly, so...
Get on! Give it up! You ain't got a chance!
And I got poison, but it's dexterity damage poison, and, well, let's just say that my main character's not a
I
real...
can do it.
Man, I have a 14 dex. It's not like I don't have anything, but it's not my critical stat.
I think we've had it.
And there are all sorts of traps here, and this is another one of those, yeah, the AI is incredibly stupid moments, because if you actually just let it run in, it'll just continuously trigger these traps. These traps are sort of specialized in that they,
Everybody, follow me.
until you disarm them, they continue to sit around.
Yes.
Medic!
Bonaparte.
Yeah? Something you want?
Everybody, follow me.
The other quirk to these traps is they will also affect the enemies, so they, there were some guys on the far side there that, well, they're not there anymore because they got taken out by the traps. And we continuously fail at disabling this thing. Come on! DC 17 should not have this much trouble with it. And finally, thank you. And you can hear the zombies raging on the other side of the door, but oh well. Oh, be quiet. I'll get to you soon enough. Alright.
Who's for a fight? Come on.
Get on him! Attack! Attack! Attack!
Nature will have its say.
Let's get him!
For Merdelaine and all within it.
Let's get him!
How can I help?
This game does not handle tight quarters very well. Here's a katana +1. Ironically, the exotic weapons really aren't very useful, but, hey, you know, magic weapon. This is like the 15th magic weapon we've found so far, and, yeah, it's, there's still quite a bit to this dungeon left, and I think there's at least one more magical weapon in here, but that's Forgotten Realms for you. And I think we're kind of running out of time, though, so I'm going to continue looting this area, and we'll probably have to continue next time as we continue to explore a large crypt, as opposed to the crypt. Yes, the princess is in fact in this castle, so we will find her next time.